Have you ever wondered why some salespeople seem to effortlessly reel in new clients while others struggle to find any quality leads? Is it luck, or are they just naturally gifted? Well, stick around and I'm going to let you in on a little secret. It has in fact very little to do with the gift of the gab and everything to do with the right mindset. In this video, we'll examine how our thinking affects our results and how you can use this information to elevate your sales outcomes so that you can overcome the common but debilitating internal objections faced by salespeople worldwide. If you're excited to learn how you can level up your mindset for greater sales success, then please do hit like and subscribe, and I'll show you how you can overcome those barriers and break through to your next level of success. In 2008, I began a career in radio. Not only was I a presenter, I was also the sales and marketing manager for the station. At the time that I joined, we were 100% funded by donors. Now, this meant that the station was heavily reliant on volunteers. The broadcasting quality was inconsistent, and it was really a tricky situation for them to manage. They even used to run these old school telethons to raise funds for the radio station. But then the board of directors decided to take a new approach. And that approach was to develop the station into a channel that could actually compete with commercial stations for advertising revenue. It was a bold move at the time, but we managed to do it. We turned the station around from 100% donor funded to 100% advertising funded in 18 months. And make no mistake, we were the underdogs. Nobody thought we could do it, even though we did. And I'm going to tell you how. So yes, we did innovate on our product and we improved the broadcasting quality. That actually improved significantly, but that didn't immediately translate into sales. It was the act of prospecting and looking for new business and then following up on those vital leads that ensured our success. It wasn't easy. There were formidable commercial channels that our prospects had long-term established relationships with. We were trying to unseat the existing provider. And anytime you do that, you have to work aggressively on your mindset. The competitors were bigger than us, they were slicker than us, and in some respects, they were even better than us. But we couldn't allow that to hold us back. You see, the key to being a top performing salesperson, education helps, background may be useful, and you need some resources. But really the key is something much simpler and more easily overlooked. And that key is your mindset. Let's put this into context. Imagine two salespeople are about to approach a prospecting activity. Now, salesperson number one is prepared, they're confident, and they're clear on who their target is, and they're fully persuaded that their customers will actually benefit from hearing their pitch. But salesperson number two, on the other hand, is skeptical, fearful, they don't want to bother their clients, they're even unsure if they're targeting the right buyers, and they're not really clear on their value proposition. Now, who do you think is most likely to succeed? Salesperson number one, exactly. But why? It's all about their mindset. They've harnessed productive thinking to cultivate the right mental and emotional state. Now that sounds great, but how would you or I know if our thinking is letting us down? Let's have a look at some of the most common internal objections that sellers encounter. The first is around price. Oh, my solution's too expensive. I can't compete. This is a classic objection that I've heard from sellers in every industry all over the world. Seriously, I've heard this objection in Poland, Ghana, Kenya, London, Chicago, and many sellers think that price pressure is unique to them. But really, price pressure, or the price objection, is the most common challenge that sellers have to overcome in their own mind. And the way to do that is to become radically committed to understanding, articulating and demonstrating the value that you offer to your clients by solving their challenge with your solution or your approach. Another very common concern is, oh boy, I need to engage with influential C-suite execs. Can I even handle these conversations? Now let's be clear. Nobody starts their career negotiating at boardroom level. Growth is a journey. But if you've been in sales for a couple of years, a year or more, you should be engaging with increasingly influential decision makers. It's the experience of facing your fears that gives you the confidence that you need to overcome that mindset. If you missed our video on 5 tips to overcome your fears, check out the description of this video, which will link you back. Then, of course, there's the concern about what if they're just not interested in what I have to offer? And while that is true, not every outreach is going to be successful. But if you're persuasive and memorable in the right ways, you never know when they're going to reach out back to you. And if you're using your CRM to its fullest potential, you'll keep engaging with your clients over time, updating your notes, and if you've got qualified prospects, you can be confident that with time, you're increasing your likelihood of being at the right place at the right time. Timing is that one variable that we really can't control. But consistency puts more control in your hands. I can't tell you how many times this has paid off. In fact, just recently, we booked a meeting with an executive C-suite decision maker of a top listed company after 11 months of prospecting. Let me know in the comments, by the way, if you'd like to know how you could do more long-term prospecting without being repetitive or annoying. And if so, we'll certainly address that in one of our videos. The secret to successful prospecting is that there is no secret. It's largely in your mind, your mindset. So start cultivating productive thinking, tackle your internal objections head on, and stay consistent. And watch as your prospecting game elevates and your pipeline grows from strength to strength. Trust you've enjoyed this video. We look forward to seeing you next time. Stay tuned for more weekly tips.